Alright y'all, I got a couple of deer hindquarter roast that we're going to be smoking tomorrow. This morning I'm going to go ahead and we'll get them in the marinade, let them marinate about 24 hours before we get them on that smoker tomorrow. I'll show you how we'll put this together. To make the marinade, what we're going to do, I just got a picture here. Start out, this marinade we've always kind of used at deer camp, you know, for deer, wild game, and some good stuff. Shake it up real good and pour the bottle in there. I'm not going to use all this marinade, but I just got to mix it like this because this is how we've always mixed it at camp. I don't want to have to break it down. Now get Dr. Pepper, pour that in here. So it's about one thing of the Allegra marinade, usually to about a half a 2 liter of Dr. Pepper, usually I guess about a liter. There we go, like that. Then you take your favorite Cajun season. In my case, of course, is Glaze. That's just way above any other. Sprinkle a good amount of that in there, a couple tablespoons or so. Put that in there. We'll mix all this up. All right, I got the roast here in a Ziploc bag. I might add a little bit more Dr. Pepper to this. I don't think I got quite a liter in there. Yeah, because I'd rather this marinade be a little bit weak than too strong. You don't want this to get too salty. Stir that up. Go ahead and add this to the bag. Oh yeah, some good stuff. Great for marinating deer meat. So what we'll do is seal this up. I let this roast, both these roasts soak in this, you know, for about, said overnight, or you know, in my case it's gonna be about 24 hours. We'll get them on, put them on low and slow tomorrow. All right, y'all, it's been about 24 hours here Sunday morning. These deer roasts have been marinating about 24 hours. I'm gonna dump these things out and just y'all marinate off of them. Just dump the water with the marinade out here into the sink. Then what we're gonna do, I got a sheet pan here, you see, with this raised cookie sheet. We're just gonna lay them out here, let them kind of come down to temperature a little bit and just drain for a little while before we get the grill going. All right. Now we're going to construct a little salt-free rub to go on this venison or this deer, because it's been marinating in that marinade. It had some sodium in it and some soy sauce actually. We're not putting any salt in here. What I've got here is a little chili powder, a little paprika. That's for you, Keith. And then we got some it says here. Oh, that's Glaze. Yeah, Glaze, chili powder, a little paprika. I've got some garlic powder I'm going to put in there. Some freshly ground coriander, I just ground that. And some freshly ground black pepper, just ground that there. And of course we're going to get some brown sugar in here. Let's see, put some brown sugar off in there as well. A little bit, about enough there. There we go. Now we'll just mix all this together. So we got the roast out, they've been drying. I'm going to take a little bit of yellow mustard. Well, oh, never mind, I got to open this. Okay, now I got that top off. Full of mustard on each side of these. Like I said, this is just to add something for the rub to stick to. You know that. The mustard doesn't really add any flavor. So we'll just rub that down like that. Oh yeah. See how we kind of let that liquid and stuff drain off of there, letting these kind of come down to temperature. Nice little coat of mustard on there. That's what we're looking for. Alright, now I've got the mustard on there. Go ahead and take this salt-free rub pretty much, except for a little bit of the Glaze, but Glaze doesn't have much salt at all. It's just really good stuff. Put some rub on here. Want this rub so we can get a nice little crust on this venison, y'all. Oh yeah. Be a nice flavorful little rub here. You don't have to put too much on here, but we do want to put enough to where I get a nice little bark on here. So you just rub down those crevices there. Flip these bad boys over. Rub the excess mustard off. Don't need all that much mustard. Put some rub on there, like that. Look at that, man, that's gonna be good. I mean, this stuff smells just wonderful on this stuff, y'all. I mean, wonderful. You know, you can smell that nice fresh ground black pepper, the coriander, everything else, the paprika. Oh yeah, man, oh man. So let's see, get that rubbed up and let these sit just a little while longer and come down in temperature. All right, y'all, this is going to be a relatively quick smoke. I don't think it'll take but a few hours, a couple hours or so. So I'm going to start out in the grill. I'm going to put about 1 chimney of charcoal in there and see how it goes. All right, so what I'm going to do is take this 1 chimney, pour it in here, right there in the center, like that. Kind of flatten it out a little bit. I'm going to take a few hunks out of the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, for about 12 hunks. And that's what we're going to light it with. The rest, you just kind of circle around here, okay? That's how you want to do it if you want to smoke something like this. Kind of just light it from the center, okay? So we'll just circle all that around, kind of even everything out. It'll be real good. We'll light the rest of the chunks, we'll pour them in there. Also put some good hickory chunks around there. Now we're going to light my little sterno, how I like to do it, charcoal. Go ahead and light this up, and I'm going to set my charcoal starter on top of it, my chimney. Now I'm going to go ahead and put these lick holes here in the center. Then what's going to catch everything else. That's how it works. These grill heat aid gloves, man, these things are great. Go ahead and let that catch for a minute. Okay, so hopefully you can see what I've done here. I've put the roast here on the grill, well oiled, and I put a temperature probe in each roast, and I've got an ambient temperature probe here on the grate. I'm going to shoot for about 225 and 160 in the roast. We're going to get this out there on the grill now. Okay, we're out here with the grill. I just set this, the roast and everything on top of this Cajun Bandit stack kit. I'm going to set this rice Cajun Bandit barbecue stacker on top of the Weber here. Okay, what we have is our griddle. I've got a pan here to catch any grease. We've got a restriction plate there, heat plate, to kind of keep the heat from getting too high. Got my probes in here. Get little grommets over here. You can run the probes through. I'm going to go ahead and put the top on here. We're going to start gauging down the bottom vents to get the temperature where we want to here in just a second. So we're rolling here at about 125. As soon as it comes up to heat, I'm going to mess with the dampers on the bottom. We'll get it slow and steady, about 225. But you also hit about 232 here on the iGrill, ambient temperature. I'm going to go ahead and back the grates down a little bit. Get down here and see. Just close them up a little bit. That way our temperature can kind of just plane off. That's what we want. All right, y'all. We're getting close to temperature. Let me show you here real quick what we're looking at here on the iGrill too. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. So we got, we're at 149, 148, shooting for 160. So what we're going to do, we got to think about a glaze now. I want to glaze these with this bacon jam from Cookwell. Man, oh man, it's Cookwell and Company. Bacon jam is some awesome stuff, y'all. This is, oh man. I mean, this is some awesome. Oh, you should give it a smell. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all those pieces of bacon in there. It's like sweet smoked bacon in a jam form. How cool is that? So what we're going to do, I've got a little measuring cup here. We'll spoon out a little bit of this stuff and probably have to heat it just a tad bit just to get it, you know, to where I can baste it on there. I don't want to waste much of this because this is some precious stuff here. So let's go ahead and check out a couple tablespoons of that, 3 or 4 tablespoons. We'll heat this up and we'll baste that stuff. Right, so let's go ahead and take the lid off here. With those beautiful deer roasts. I'm set over here on my bench. I set my lid on that little stool to where the edges aren't touching. Let's see if y'all can see that. Hope you can. Let me try to bring you in a little bit here. Zoom in some. Oh yeah, look at those beautiful deer roast. There's something else there. We'll go ahead and baste them up here with this bacon jam, y'all. Oh, this is just wonderful. And look at these just giant pieces of bacon here in this Cookwell company bacon jam. That's what I'm talking about. Just get these just nicely coated, a little coating of the bacon jam on there. Go ahead and finish this. So I got both sides with the bacon jam. Put a little bit more here on this top side, just get the nice chunks. If you're wondering where you can get this bacon jam, if you got a local HEB, they sell it, or you can order it on the Cookwell & Company website, but HEB is the main one. I mean, look at this beautiful stuff, y'all. Oh my gosh, these chunks of bacon. This is going to add some serious flavor to this deer roast here. So we're going to put that back on, let that finish cooking, man. That's going to be awesome. All right, y'all, we're about 157 now. Go ahead and take these dudes off. Set that over here. Pull these some probes out. Look at that crust on there with that bacon. Go ahead, get them off here and set them on this tin foil. We're going to let them rest for a little while. Bring them inside. We're going to put a little tin foil over them as well. Look at that, what's crazy is we still have fuel left in there. We could have gone another hour or two if we needed to. This thing really does hold the heat in and conserves fuel. Because I only used 1 chimney of fuel. Alright y'all, it's had time to sit just for a minute. You know, let it sit for probably about 15 minutes. Just let the temperatures adjust. I'm going to use this chroma carbon set here with this big long slicing knife and a pitchfork. Oh, look at this. Let's just cut this nice thin slices. Oh, look at that. See the smoke ring there? That's beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. And juicy too. This is going to make it wonderful. And see, I'm cutting this against the grain here. See, the grain's running that way. That's just what you want to do. And cut just like that. Make sure we get all nice long cuts. Oh yes, look at that beautiful venison. That's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. We will have to give that a taste. Look at that. Alright, let's give this a try. Can't wait to taste it. That is so good. Look how tender that is. Tender, juicy. That wonderful bacon jam left the perfect glaze on here. Oh wow. I'm gonna try it for sure. Use some of that bacon jam. Baste your roast with it and stuff, but this venison, A1.